خونه، به لباسام، به تختم، به دوستام، به معلمم، به خوراکام. I want to go home to my friends, to my bed, to my teacher, to my clothes. This is not my home. I want to go home. I want to go to Iran. I want to go to Shiraz. You are not my teacher. You are not my teacher. I just want to go home. Hi, my name is RoziCT. Very nice to meet you. And the podcast name is RoziCT. Why City? Two reasons. The first one is because I had a very harsh life. I had to learn to read people every day to stay alive. So because of that, I can now look at a person, what he had in his life and his future, most of the time. The second reason why CT, because I learn and teach every day about the mind. Our mind is everything. It's our results in life and how we feel and think in life. So, I wanted to go home. I wanted to go back to whatever I knew was home. Let's ask ourselves, how does a person feel when he's not home? I want to ask you something. I want to ask you if you feel home in your home. Every person has needs, 6 needs, but the first one and the most important one that he needs to be fulfilled is certainty. He has to have certainty in his life. And if he doesn't, he gets scared. He doesn't feel that the ground is safe, that this earth is okay to live in. How does he feel that? He needs to know that he has a bed to go to sleep at night. That if he opens the fridge, there is food in there. That her husband will keep on sleeping next to her the next day. This is how we feel we are certain in our life. Well, what happens when somebody doesn't have that? What happens when we look out ourselves and look for this need, for the certainty? The problems begin in life. When we look outside our life, through our senses, through how we see, feel, all our senses, we have a problem. Because if anything changed outside our life, our certainty will stop. Let's take an example. That a woman's certainty is her husband sleeping next to her at night. What happens when he dies? She's going to be very scared. She's going to feel that she's not certain in this life. So, we have to, if we want to be secure, safe, and feel good and fulfill this need, we have to find the certainty inside us. We have to build a story that has nothing to do with outside. Not do with the circumstances. Not do with things that we don't have control on them. It has to be an inner one, an inner story. For example, for many years, I felt I do not have certainty. I brought it from the days in America when I didn't have a safe house in my eyes. My house was very safe. But in a little girl's eyes, that wasn't my serious and my real house. They took me from my real house. This was my story. Days after days, years after years. Doesn't matter how much people said they love me, I didn't believe them. It doesn't matter how many times my dad would say, "This is your home. You can feel safe." I didn't believe him because my house was in Shiraz. My friends, my clothes, my teacher, my bed was there. I had another bed. But in my eyes, the story I told myself was This is not my home. And I didn't have certainty. Well, what happened next? When I grew and I understood life, I built a different story. I built the certainty from inside. And how do we do that? The story I built is very simple. All my life, and in the last 10 years, I help a lot of people. A lot of people. So, if I want to build a story about certainty and believe in it, I just need to build a story and believe in it. That's so simple. Exactly how I tell you. So what I built is, if I help so many people these years, whenever I need help, there will be beautiful, wonderful people to help me. If I get scared, if I don't feel home, if I don't feel certain, I can find certainty in my story, and it helps. And this is what is holding me every day, because every day I help more and more people. And as much as I help them, I get more, because I get more certainty, because my story grows. It comes to life. So, let's talk about a practical tip. Ask yourself, do you feel certainty in your life? Ask yourself, do I feel certain in my life? Do I feel that the environment around me is safe? That my bed is safe? If the answer is no, find a story you can tell yourself over and over, again and again. Basically, what will happen? You will believe it. Trust me, you will. Because our mind, doesn't know the difference between a dream and a reality. If you believe in it, it is true for you. And that is what is important. And if you ask yourself, is my environment safe around me, for me? And if your answer is yes, remember this yes every day. Whenever you are afraid or feeling not secure, remind yourself this yes. Your thoughts, your feelings, and your action will be calmer because you believe in this story. Okay, teaser for next podcast. What will happen to me? What about mom? What will happen next? And the most important thing, what will you learn from it? My life is only a metaphor. It's true, but it's a story I want you to take to your life and listen to it again and again, my dear, and repetitionally. I want you to take it into your life. And if you listen to it again and again, I promise you, your life will change. So, let's talk about environment. Environment is everything. You become the environment around you. So I want you to ask yourself, who is your environment? And follow us on Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. And follow our community in Facebook, The Secret Lifestyle. Well, see you next week. Have a great day. Bye.